Back for more Titans. This is episode 2 of season 2, and I'm in a slightly different part of the house to record this for reasons. So ignore like the curtain and all of that. I'm very, very excited to carry on, see what's going to happen next for this season. I really enjoyed the premiere. Rounded off season 1 and kicked off season 2. You know, it's kind of a balance between both seasons. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen next. You know, we've got Titans Tower at the end of the last episode. We had people kind of going off in separate directions, really. We had Jason joining Dick and Gar and Rachel, so he's kind of joining their team. Deathstroke got teased, and there's a lot that this season's going to promise, and we know who's coming based on the title of this episode as well, which is very, very exciting. Can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. And yeah, I'm just so happy that the show's back, and the good thing about me watching episode 1 a bit later than normal, I watched it a few days late because I was away, is that the wait for episode 2 wasn't as long, so that's good. And yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to see what's going to happen next, so let's get into the next one.
And a small coffee for Jerk.
Dick.
Excuse me?
That's Titans. Good men and women not doing nothing.
You could put that on a t-shirt, Dirk.
Well, you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Hey, fuck, man! No matter what it's taken, you must be able to keep fighting and win.
Fair.
We're partners. We have each other's backs. Yeah, we'll tell that to Tiger Boy.
He's also capable of being a snake.
I'm not Robin anymore. You are.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
If I'm Robin, who are you?
Yes.
It's a good question.
Answer it. So if it's 3 months later, that also means Slade's had like 3 months of prep. Ooh, that's cool.
I thought the fun was over. Please.
I think he should have played dead.
Don't, please. Oh,
He seems nice.
the world's not going to change just because you decided to get clean.
It's not just that. I don't think a room full of masks is what we need right now.
They're trying to get away from
Hey,
it, aren't they?
Mrs. Dad, I'm good, Don. You don't have to worry about me.
I know.
Don't say that kind of stuff.
No sign of Shimmer. I don't know, maybe she's not going to show. Well, she'll show.
It's quite a wig.
I don't know, I'm starting to think that Roy Harper's intel was wrong. Huh?
It's nice to be in a place where people are still figuring themselves out.
So, Earth is kind of like one big middle school?
In a way. You're young. You're just
That's a
starting
good way of
out.
looking at it.
Indirect methods will be...
This was me at university. Normally at about 3 AM. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Okay.
I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks.
My two loves.
You like this?
Dick did. The crust is made out of cauliflower. Why would somebody
Oh
do
God.
If you're eating.
He's always trying to be extra nice to me.
Yeah.
I guess he's trying to make up for...
Killing you.
Yeah,
Is it working?
not really.
Oh.
It feels good. We haven't talked like this in a while.
Yeah. My fault. God, I miss Corey.
Me too.
She'll come back.
Road trip.
Oh. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Now it looks like the suspect.
Who the hell is that?
The officer.
A total badass.
Of course Jason would approve.
So this all fits the legal definition of collusion.
Oh. Smashing meeting, guys.
Did you see that?
You got any more bandages?
He's gonna have to learn to deal with it on his
I like that they're like helping people who went through like addiction and stuff. That's cool. Heroes without the costumes. Not sure if Hood's gonna cut it, Dick. You might need a mask or a costume or something.
What the hell?
Oh. I must have missed this episode of Breaking Bad. Is Dawn still suiting up? Yes. So we have Hank, like, helping people with addiction. It's almost like she's still addicted to this lifestyle.
Being run by
3 complete dipshits.
3.
Your mother would be very proud.
Oh! I think he's going to be waiting for you, my dear.
You could have been killed.
I'm always careful, you know that.
Going out by yourself like that?
Apart from the time I got thrown off the
I
roof.
know what I'm doing. Too dangerous for you.
Ooh.
What? You were in a coma for a month. You got to sleep through it, but I didn't. I had to sit by your side wondering if you were gonna die every fucking day. I stopped. But if you can't, we're done.
Oh.
Ellis?
Oh
Are
dear.
you okay?
What's wrong with him?
Oh shit. Oh, your house, no! I mean, yeah, Ellis, no, but the house, no!
You sure it was Dr. Light?
Just saw a kid burn up from the inside out. I'm pretty sure it was
Dr.
him.
Light,
All right.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I forgot he was going to be in this season. I mean, to be fair, if I woke up in a place I had no idea where it was, I'd want to leave as well.
Access.
We need to talk.
Jason says, so how many kids do you think we'll have?
Bringing me here was a big mistake.
Look at that big ass fire.
He'll kill you and everyone else in this place just to get to
There
me.
was less fire when Hank and Dawn's fucking house exploded. Meanwhile, the hunt for the girl from Lazy Town continues.
She's been here 1 hour, and you guys are already obsessed with her.
Oh, she's a freak. Look, my vote is we kick her ass out.
Face it, Dick. You can't resist a bird with a broken wing.
I wouldn't say I can't.
Come on, you helped me. You helped Gar.
I didn't help Jason.
Can anyone help Jason?
I was going to say, no one can help Jason.
Yeah, why are you so desperate to take her down? Well, first, her name is Shimmer. She's annoying.
Celinda Flinders, we're taking you into custody.
That's one
Don't
approach.
make this harder than it has to be.
Oh, I love that lasso. Oh, nice. Is Bruce showing up again?
Bruce Wayne, I provided a target and a focus for your rage. I became a tangible enemy.
Makes sense.
Well, there are ways to find out.
Yeah, I know. And I haven't put 9 trackers in her either. I know that's your thing, but it's not mine. Would you do it again? Take me in. Devote all that time and trouble for someone that just wants to leave.
God, no, you're a little shit.
I gotta take this. Meet you at the taco truck? Yeah.
Is he going to show up? I'd love to see Arsenal in this show.
Just not chicken.
Or Red Arrow, I guess.
Hello, Miss Coriander.
Hello, man. Oh! Well,
Sorry about that, Your Highness.
do they want their royalty back?
I probably shouldn't have just picked you up off the street and taken you in. I
Agree.
overstepped.
You think?
My number's in the contacts, just in case.
No.
Mm.
I know you don't think you need it,
I
but
think she'll use
when
that.
you do, call me.
Lean on me when you're not
Will you
strong.
always give me your name?
Oh,
You don't.
Dr. Light. No. I'm sure Bruce will lend you one of his million cars.
Rose Wilson. And that's her dad, Slade Wilson.
Does Jason know who that is?
Deathstroke.
that it? Holy shit. I really enjoyed that episode. I thought that was great. Interesting that they started off 3 months later, almost as if there could have been like a 3-month gap in between seasons and this could have been the premiere, but that's enough of that debate. I really liked how they kind of started off just reintroducing us kind of to the new team and the new dynamic 3 months on. You know, they're being worked hard for the training, stuff like that. We're getting a good sense of how everyone's kind of interacting and getting along with everyone. You know, I think there's kind of a bit of tension in training with like Jason and Gar, for example. Rachel and Gar are still very close, but obviously they've been very busy as well, so they haven't had a lot of time to just kind of hang out. Dick's pushing them very hard training wise and wants to find new people to kind of join the cause and stuff like that. I did like the kind of parallels with Dick trying to help people, and that's what, you know, Hank's trying to do as well. Obviously in very different kind of ways, but I like the kind of some characters having the same goal but going about it in different ways. I think that's kind of an interesting way to like compare them. So yeah, I love the new team kind of dynamic, everyone training, stuff like that. I liked the look of Titan's Tower. We got a bit of a glimpse of like the training room and stuff, but hopefully as time goes on we'll get to see a lot more of, you know, how the place operates and stuff like that, because it's a tower, you know, it can't just be like one floor. So I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing a lot more of that. And I did like how we kind of followed like everyone kind of in separate little groups, but with things going on, I think they were going to be like brought back together to like help each other out with their different problems, because we have like Dr. Light out and about, we have Deathstroke is going to be showing up as well, we have Rose obviously, and now we have Corey kind of being kidnapped or something. So I feel like everyone's going to come together so they can like solve all these different problems as a team, which is great, and I really like that idea. And I do like a lot, they don't just seem to be going for like villain of the week, like, oh, here's the baddie we're going to beat in this episode, you know. They kind of had that a bit with Shimmer, but obviously I think they're going to bring her back because that was way too easy. And you know, she said, you know, you'll see me again. I'm sure we're going to see her again, so it's not like we're never going to see her again. That was kind of a, why did they even bother with that plotline? So there's going to be more to that, and I'm very excited about that. Obviously they didn't stop Dr. Light, so he's going to like keep coming back, I think, throughout the season, or they'll deal with him in like another episode. But it's not just like a one and done thing, which I really like, because it felt like they introduced so many things and had so many characters in this episode, but it's not like they need to wrap up all those stories in like a 40-minute thing. I imagine this is going to be like the rest of the season telling this story, which I really like the idea of. So that's really cool. So yeah, the inclusion of characters like Dr. Light and Shimmer, I liked the look of them. I thought, you know, the visual effects obviously are looking better and better, I think, in the show. And I did like the designs of those characters, even with the Lazy Town hair that Shimmer has, but you know, it is what it is. So like the different powers and stuff, that's really cool. So I like the inclusion of those characters. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that, and also kind of setting the stage for Deathstroke to come into play as well. I liked the initial talk that Dick and Jason had, where Jason was like, if I'm Robin, and who are you? And you know, Dick was like, good question. I like that they're kind of continuing to go down that path of who is Dick now, what should his identity be, and we're getting, you know, more and more along the terms of him becoming Nightwing, which I cannot wait to see. I do hope we're going to get that this season. I feel like that might be an end of season thing, him like fully sitting up as Nightwing. That'd be great. I feel like this season could be like the journey of Hank and Dawn and Donna, etc., kind of rejoining the Titans, and then like Corey joining them, Jason joining them, stuff like that. So I'm very excited about all these different possibilities in terms of where the story could go. It's very exciting. And then I always just love the guy playing Jason. I think he's just brings such an interesting presence, I think, and he's an arsehole, but you love him, and I think he balances that so well with like the character of Jason Todd. So I loved all that with him. Gar and Rachel, I love those two together. Both friendship and romantic styles, depending on whether or not they go with that route. I don't know if they will, they might. I know the actress is a bit younger, I think, than the guy who plays Gar, so it'd have to be if she's comfortable with that. But even if they just stay friends, I love the bond they have. I think it does help that the actors in real life get along very, very well. You can see on Instagram and stuff, they always comment on each other's posts and take the piss out of each other, which is always a sign of a good friendship. And that really comes across on screen. I think they gel so well together, those characters. And they were just like sat on the bed, like catching up or taking the mick out of the food that Dick had made. I could have just watched that for hours because it just felt so natural, that kind of chemistry and relationship between them. So I loved all that, and them kind of talking about how much they kind of feel pressured, and how Rachel was concerned for Dick as well. I'm thinking he might think he's a failure if she admits she's kind of struggling. I liked that. We had that whole thing with Rachel like falling asleep, then all that magic stuff happened. She got scratches on. They didn't address that, so that's obviously going to be a thing. Looking forward to seeing what that's all about. The same with Gar seeming to have not gotten past Dick killing him in episode 1, and the actions of that. That's very, very interesting. I didn't think they would like go back to that kind of little incident, so that's kind of cool that Gar may be struggling to kind of forgive Dick for that. It's a cool kind of story that I'm sure will come to play later on down the line. I really enjoyed that. And then everything with Hank and Dawn I thought was pretty cool. I liked the idea that they've kind of found this new life for themselves with like the farm and stuff like that, seemingly having left Hawk and Dove behind, and Hank, they're trying to like help people with addiction or struggling with addiction in the way that he had, and that's kind of his new way of being a hero and helping people in that way. And yet, the woman he loves has an addiction of her own that she's tried to hide from him, and the fact that she's picked up being Dove again. And it was cool seeing her suit up in the present day fighting stuff. That was great. That whole little sequence with the drug bust, I really enjoyed that. And the ultimatum, very interesting. But now it feels like with that Dr. Light attack, they're kind of being forced, I think, to suit up again, or at least Hank is, because Dawn's all the more for it, really. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that's going to go, and the tension between those two and their relationship. Where that could potentially go now. Is Hank going to accept that maybe he just needs to suit up again, or is this going to cause a lot of problems for them? Looking forward to seeing where that goes, but I did enjoy their storyline in this episode. And the Corey and Donna stuff didn't catch me quite as much, I think, as the rest, but I think that's just because, Shimmer was very easily defeated. But again, I'm sure we're going to see her again, so it's not like a big deal. And it got really interesting with the end of Corey getting kidnapped. Looking forward to seeing where they go with that. And also the couple of Roy Harper references that we got, which is very, very exciting. I'd love him to kind of turn up on the show at some point. I'd be very interested in seeing what they did with him. That would be pretty cool to see like another interpretation of Roy Harper in live action, as opposed to Colton Haynes, obviously, in Arrow. But the fact that he got name dropped early in the episode, then he phoned Donna, was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. The mentions of Roy. I liked Bruce appearing again. I wasn't expecting him to be in this episode. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to be in the premiere. I thought that might be a bit later on in the season, but I think we might be ending up like seeing him a lot more than I thought we would, even if it's just like a scene in episode, which I really like. And I liked what he was kind of saying to Dick, that conversation they were having, whether or not he would do the same actions in like raising Dick again. I really liked that, and it makes sense that he kind of firmly believed in his methods, because he always has. And I also liked that he looked like he was doing some research on like these symbols and languages and stuff, kind of showing like the world's greatest detective side of Batman that we don't always get in live action. So I like how they kind of hinted at that with that scene as well. So that was really cool seeing him. And yeah, it's definitely winning me a lot more around, I think, on that interpretation of Bruce with this episode. So that was good. And then, of course, the titular Rose Wilson. I really like the actress playing her. I thought she had a really cool introduction, and that whole sequence was really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing where her story might go, because it may not be like she's like an actual proper villain or foe for the Titans. It might be that she joins them, which would be kind of an interesting story. And who was she running from? Was it her dad? Was it someone else? Very excited for that. And obviously she's kind of been roped into this whole thing with the Dr. Light attack at the end there. So that should be interesting, seeing exactly what role she's going to play. Is she going to be like friend or foe? Is she going to properly like have a Ravager outfit? That would be interesting to see. But yeah, I really liked her, so I'm glad to see She's going to be sticking around hopefully, and I'd like to see a lot more of what they're going to do with that character. So yeah, overall I really, really like this episode, and I can't wait to see where they're going to take all these kind of little elements, because they've set up a lot. We had a lot of characters, we had a lot going on, but knowing that it's going to spread across like the rest of the season probably, or at least like most of these stories, you know, I have faith that they're not going to like rush anything, and it's going to be quite interesting to see what they do. It didn't feel like they were just cramming loads of stuff in and seeing what stuck. It feels like they do have a plan for like all these different individual stories, even if there are a lot of them, which is really, really cool to see. So yeah, really, really like this episode. Can't wait to see where they're going to take the rest of the season. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.